Hi everyone, this is part two of my vlog series. So what happens when a conservation success story begins to work against the very ecosystem it was meant to protect? The white-tailed deer is often celebrated as one of the greatest wildlife recovery stories in North America, but in today's modern landscape, that success comes with consequences, unfortunately. The New York Academy of Science has noted that high deer densities often result from the absence of predators and increased plant productivity driven by human-modified environments, like you see here. This is important to understand because as a direct result of human activity, we have created the ideal conditions for deer populations to expand far beyond their natural limits. White-tailed deer are highly adaptable ungulates. They are capable of thriving across a huge range of habitats, whether it's forests, deserts, oak savannas, and the list goes on. They continue to function as a major ecosystem driver of ecosystem processes, but when population growth beyond what the land can sustain, it could often cause an imbalance, and imbalances begin to cause problems. The most immediate consequence of high deer density is overgrazing. Research has shown time and time again that maintaining healthy forest ecosystems requires keeping deer populations below biological carrying capacity, not just levels that are socially acceptable. This highlights an important distinction: human preferences do not always align with ecological realities. As deer browse heavily on vegetation, they alter plant communities, and they reduce biodiversity and impact other species across multiple trophic levels, as you can see here. At the same time, habitat fragmentation continues to limit their ability to move freely across the landscape, making it harder for deer to adapt to seasonal changes and environmental stressors such as drought or severe winters, and this is especially relevant with climate change as well. As deer increasingly occupy human-dominated environments, conflict becomes unavoidable. Globally, cervid species are known to adapt to human communities, often seeking out these areas as suitable habitats. This leads to a range of challenges, including vehicle collisions, agricultural damage, the spread of disease among wildlife, livestock, and even humans. This is especially relevant in regions like northern New Jersey, where expanding infrastructure continues to intersect with wildlife movement. And as ancestral migration routes are disrupted by highways and development, these interactions are only expected to increase as people continue to move forward with development. This creates a difficult reality. A species that once required protection has now become a source of ecological pressure, and this forces us to confront a more complex understanding of conservation. One where success is not simply about increasing numbers, but about maintaining balance. So if the problem is not just the presence of deer, but the way our landscapes have been shaped, then the solution may not lie in control alone. It may lie in reconnection.